Stop scrolling! One of these electric cars can literally power your entire house for a week, and another one doesn't even have a rear window. What's up, everyone? If you're still driving gas in 2025, you're about to feel very, very left out. Because these 10 electric vehicles are so insanely advanced, they're making traditional cars look like horse-drawn carriages. We're talking about trucks that look like they're from Mars, sedans that go 400 plus miles on a single charge, and SUVs that cost less than $30,000. The EV revolution just hit warp speed, and the #1 spot is going to absolutely blow your mind. Let's count down the top 10 electric cars that will change the game in 2025. Starting off our countdown at number 10, we have the Kia EV9. And let me tell you, this isn't your typical family SUV. This is what happens when you take everything families love about traditional three-row SUVs and supercharge it with cutting-edge electric technology. The EV9 is bold, boxy, and absolutely massive, but in the best way possible. The price of the 2025 Kia EV9 is expected to start around $56,395 and go up to $80,000 depending on the trim and options. This pricing puts it in a competitive spot against other three-row electric SUVs, but the EV9 brings something special to the table. All EV9s come with an enormous battery, offering up to a claimed 349 miles on a charge in the entry-level single-motor version. Range drops to 313 miles on the dual-motor higher performance models. That's serious range, enough for cross-country family road trips without the dreaded range anxiety. The design is unapologetically futuristic with sharp lines, distinctive LED lighting, and a presence that commands attention on the road. Inside, you'll find seating for up to 7 passengers with captain's chairs in the second row, and a third row that adults can actually sit in comfortably, something that's rare in this segment. But here's what really sets the EV9 apart: Kia's commitment to making advanced technology accessible. You're getting premium features like a massive curved display, over-the-air updates, and even a vehicle-to-load capability that lets you power external devices using your car's battery. It's like having a mobile power station for your next camping trip. The EV9 proves that electric doesn't mean compromising on space or capability. It's the perfect bridge between traditional family haulers and the electric future. At number 9, we have the Polestar 4. And this one's going to turn heads for all the right reasons. Polestar has built a reputation for creating EVs that are equal parts performance machine and rolling art piece. And the Polestar 4 takes that philosophy to the next level. Here's the wild part. The Polestar 4 doesn't have a rear window. Yes, you heard that right. Instead, it uses a high-definition camera and interior display to give you a crystal-clear view of what's behind you. It sounds crazy, but it actually works brilliantly and allows for this gorgeous coupe-like silhouette that's absolutely stunning. The Scandinavian design philosophy is evident everywhere you look. Clean lines, premium materials, and a minimalist interior that somehow feels both luxurious and functional. The Polestar EV family has expanded yet again, this time with what is perhaps the most important model in its lineup: a dedicated coupe SUV that bridges the gap between their smaller Polestar 2 and their larger SUV offerings. Performance-wise, the Polestar 4 delivers with multiple powertrain options, including a dual-motor setup that provides all-wheel drive capability and serious acceleration. The handling is sublime. It feels more like a sports car than a crossover, which is exactly what Polestar was going for. The interior is where the Polestar 4 really shines. Using Google's Android Automotive OS, the infotainment system is intuitive and responsive. The seats are supportive and comfortable, wrapped in sustainable materials that align with Polestar's environmental commitments. While pricing varies by market, the Polestar 4 positions itself as a premium alternative to traditional luxury EVs, offering something genuinely different in a market that's becoming increasingly crowded with similar-looking crossovers. Coming in at number 8 is the Chevrolet Equinox EV, and this might just be the most important car on this entire list. Why? Because this is the EV that's going to bring electric driving to the masses. With its 4 trim levels, mid-30K starting price, the 2025 Equinox EV is among the least expensive electric vehicles you can buy. Starting at just under $35K before any incentives kick in, the Chevy Equinox EV has a considerably lower starting price than the Hyundai IONIQ 5. Let me put that in perspective. We're talking about a fully electric SUV with modern styling, decent range, and contemporary features for thousands less than most of its competitors. When you factor in federal tax credits, you could potentially be looking at a sub-$30,000 electric SUV. That's game-changing territory. The Equinox EV doesn't just win on price. It's actually a really well-executed electric vehicle. The design is modern and attractive, with a closed-off grille, sleek LED lighting, and proportions that look purposeful rather than awkward. It's clearly an electric vehicle, but it doesn't look alien or weird. Inside, you're getting a surprisingly upscale cabin with an 11-inch touchscreen, comfortable seating for 5, and all the connectivity features you'd expect from a modern vehicle. The build quality feels solid, and Chevrolet has clearly learned from their experience with the Bolt EV. Range is expected to be competitive with other vehicles in this price range, likely around 250 to 300 miles depending on the trim level. That's more than enough for most people's daily driving needs, and it makes the Equinox EV a practical choice for families making the switch to electric. The Equinox EV represents something crucial, proof that electric vehicles don't have to be expensive luxury items. This is the car that'll help millions of families make the transition to electric driving without breaking the bank. At number 7, we have the BMW iX2. And this little gem proves that good things really do come in small packages. BMW has taken their successful X2 formula and given it the full electric treatment, creating something that's both distinctly BMW and thoroughly modern. The iX2 maintains BMW's signature design language while incorporating electric-specific elements. The kidney grills are present but closed off. The proportions are athletic and compact, and the overall stance screams premium compact SUV. It's clearly a BMW, but it's also clearly electric. What sets the iX2 apart is how it drives. BMW has always been about creating the ultimate driving machine, and they haven't compromised that philosophy in the transition to electric. The iX2 delivers instant torque, precise handling, and a driving experience that's engaging and fun. It proves that electric doesn't mean boring. The interior is where BMW's attention to detail really shines. Premium materials, excellent build quality, and BMW's latest iDrive infotainment system create an environment that feels genuinely luxurious. The seats are supportive and comfortable, and the overall design is both functional and beautiful. Performance credentials are solid across the range, with different power levels available depending on your needs. Even the base model provides plenty of power for daily driving, while the higher performance variants offer seriously quick acceleration. Range is competitive for the compact luxury segment, and BMW's fast charging capabilities mean you can add significant range quickly during longer trips. The iX2 also integrates seamlessly with BMW's charging network and route planning systems. The iX2 represents BMW's commitment to electrification without sacrificing what makes their vehicles special. It's compact, luxurious, fun to drive, and thoroughly modern. Everything you'd want in a premium electric SUV. Number 6 brings us something completely unexpected. The Ford Mustang Mach-E Rally. Yes, you read that right. Ford has taken their popular electric SUV and turned it into a legitimate off-road machine. This isn't just a cosmetic exercise. This is a serious attempt to bring electric performance to the dirt. The Mach-E Rally gets significant hardware upgrades over the standard Mach-E. We're talking about a lifted suspension, specialized off-road tires, enhanced underbody protection, and tuned dampers specifically designed for rough terrain. Ford has also adjusted the traction control and stability systems to work better in loose surfaces. We hit the dirt in the new Ford Mustang Mach-E Rally and Hyundai IONIQ 5 XRT to see which of these compact electric crossovers is more fun off-road. The fact that manufacturers are now creating dedicated off-road variants of their electric vehicles shows just how mature the EV market has become. The visual changes are subtle but effective. The Rally gets unique wheel arch cladding, special badging, and a more aggressive front air dam. It looks ready for adventure without being overly dramatic about it. Performance remains strong despite the off-road modifications. The instant torque delivery of the electric motors actually provides advantages in off-road situations, offering precise control and power delivery that's superior to traditional internal combustion engines in many scenarios. The Mach-E Rally represents something important. proof that electric vehicles can be adventure machines. It's not just about efficient commuting or silent luxury. Electric powertrains can enhance capability in unexpected ways. Range takes a hit compared to standard MACH-E models due to the more aggressive tires and increased weight, but it's still practical for most adventure scenarios. Plus, the growing network of charging stations means you can plan longer off-road expeditions with confidence. At number 5, we have the Hyundai IONIQ 6, and this might just be the most aerodynamically efficient car on our entire list. Hyundai has created something that looks like it belongs in a wind tunnel, and the performance numbers back up that dramatic design. The IONIQ 6's design is love it or hate it, but there's no denying its effectiveness. Every curve, every line, every surface has been optimized for minimal air resistance. The result is a coefficient of drag that's among the best in the automotive world, translating directly into incredible efficiency and range. Introducing the 2025 IONIQ 6 electric sedan featuring aerodynamic styling, ultra-fast charging, LED pixel lights, and cutting-edge tech. Those LED pixel lights aren't just for show, they're part of an integrated lighting system that's both functional and beautiful. The interior continues Hyundai's commitment to creating spaces that feel premium without being intimidating. The dashboard is clean and modern, with physical controls where they make sense, and a large touchscreen for everything else. The seats are comfortable for long distances, which is important given the IONIQ 6's impressive range capabilities. Performance comes in multiple flavors, from an efficient single-motor rear-wheel drive setup to a more powerful dual-motor all-wheel drive configuration. Even the base model provides plenty of power for daily driving, while the higher performance variants offer serious acceleration. But the real star of the show is the charging capability. The IONIQ 6 supports ultra-fast charging speeds that can add hundreds of miles of range in just minutes. This makes it incredibly practical for long-distance travel and helps address one of the main concerns people have about electric vehicles. The IONIQ 6 proves that efficiency and excitement don't have to be mutually exclusive. It's a sedan that stands out in a world increasingly dominated by SUVs and crossovers, offering a unique blend of style, efficiency, and performance. Coming in at number 4 is the LUCID Air Pure, and this is where we start getting into seriously impressive territory. LUCID has positioned itself as the electric vehicle company that's going to challenge Tesla's dominance in the luxury EV space, and the Air Pure is their opening statement. The Air Pure is the entry-level version of LUCID's flagship sedan, but don't let that fool you. This is still a seriously premium vehicle. What makes it special is that it offers much of the Air's revolutionary technology and luxury at a more accessible price point. The design is absolutely stunning. The Air has proportions that are both elegant and athletic, with a silhouette that looks like it's moving even when it's standing still. The interior is spacious and luxurious, with attention to detail that rivals the best luxury sedans from traditional manufacturers. The Rivian R2 will be available for sale with a starting price around $45,000, showing how the market is expanding with options at different price points. But the LUCID Air Pure operates in a different luxury segment entirely. Performance is where the Air Pure really shines. Even in its base configuration, it delivers acceleration that's genuinely shocking. The instant torque delivery, combined with the sophisticated chassis tuning, creates a driving experience that's both thrilling and refined. Range is exceptional, among the best in the industry. The Air Pure can travel over 400 miles on a single charge, making it practical for long-distance travel and helping to eliminate range anxiety completely. The technology integration is seamless and intuitive. The massive curved display looks futuristic but functions logically, and the over-the-air update capability means your car gets better over time. The Air Pure represents LUCID's vision of what luxury electric vehicles should be: beautiful, efficient, powerful, and technologically advanced. It's a compelling alternative to traditional luxury sedans and a serious challenger to Tesla's Model S. At number 3, we have the Rivian R2. And this might be the most important vehicle Rivian has ever created. While their R1T pickup and R1S SUV established them as a serious player in the electric vehicle space, the R2 is going to bring Rivian's adventure-focused philosophy to a much broader audience. The Rivian R2 will be available for sale with a starting price around $45,000. The R2 will open a new market for Rivian, with prices starting at around $45,000, or about half the cost of its current R1S, $77,700, and R1T, $71,700. That pricing is crucial because it puts the R2 in direct competition with vehicles like the Tesla Model Y, but with Rivian's unique adventure-focused approach. The R2 retains the boxy, functional design language of its larger siblings, while being sized appropriately for more mainstream buyers. The design is unmistakably Rivian, clean, functional, and purpose-built for adventure. The R2 maintains the signature light bar, the robust wheel arches, and the overall aesthetic that says, "I'm ready for anything." It's clearly related to the R1 vehicles, but sized for everyday use. Although it will be significantly cheaper, the company promises it won't be half the vehicle, with the Rivian essence still included. This means you're getting the same attention to detail, the same focus on outdoor adventures, and the same innovative features that made the R1 vehicles so compelling. The R2 is expected to offer multiple battery pack options, with range estimates that should be competitive with other vehicles in this price range. More importantly, it'll come with Rivian's signature features like the ability to power external devices, robust off-road capabilities, and integration with outdoor lifestyle accessories. The interior will likely follow Rivian's functional-first philosophy, with durable materials, practical storage solutions, and a focus on usability rather than just luxury. It's designed for people who actually use their vehicles for adventures, not just commuting. The R2 represents Rivian's opportunity to scale their operation and bring their unique approach to electric vehicles to a much larger market. It's compact, capable, and designed for people who want their electric vehicle to enable adventures rather than just provide transportation. At number 2, we have the Tesla Model Y 2026 refresh. And yes, we're talking about updates to the world's best-selling electric vehicle. Tesla has taken their already successful formula and refined it in ways that address the most common criticisms, while maintaining everything that made the Model Y special. At the time of this writing, a base Tesla Model Y costs $45,380, including a mandatory $1,390 destination charge. The Model Y can take advantage of the federal tax credit, however, potentially lowering the price by as much as $7,500. The 2026 refresh brings significant improvements to the interior, which has been one of the most common complaints about Tesla vehicles. We're talking about better materials, improved build quality, and a more refined overall experience. The minimalist design philosophy remains, but the execution is noticeably more premium. Range has been improved through a combination of more efficient motors, better battery chemistry, and improved aerodynamics. The Model Y was already one of the most efficient electric SUVs on the market, and the refresh makes it even better. Performance remains excellent across the range. The base Model Y provides plenty of power for daily driving, while the performance variant offers acceleration that's genuinely shocking. The handling has been refined as well, with improved suspension tuning that provides better ride quality without sacrificing the engaging driving experience. The technology updates are significant. The infotainment system is more responsive, the user interface has been refined, and new features have been added based on years of customer feedback. The over-the-air update capability means your car continues to improve over time. What makes the Model Y special isn't just its individual capabilities, it's how everything works together. The integration between the vehicle, the charging network, and the overall Tesla ecosystem creates a user experience that's still unmatched in the industry. The Model Y refresh represents Tesla's commitment to continuous improvement. Instead of complete redesigns every few years, Tesla constantly evolves their vehicles, incorporating improvements and new features on an ongoing basis. And our number 1 spot goes to the Tesla Cybertruck, the most radical, controversial, and game-changing vehicle on this entire list. Love it or hate it, there's no denying that the Cybertruck has fundamentally changed the conversation about what an electric vehicle can be. The Tesla Cybertruck is a giant pickup with silly quick acceleration and a design that blows minds. and it's unexpectedly capable and nice to drive. The design is absolutely polarizing. It looks like nothing else on the road, more like a piece of industrial equipment or a vehicle from a science fiction movie than a traditional pickup truck. The stainless steel body panels, the angular design, and the overall aesthetic are unlike anything we've seen in automotive history. But here's the thing, it works. The Cybertruck's unconventional design isn't just about being different, it's functional. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you never miss our latest videos about the most exciting cars, trucks, and EVs hitting the road.